Okay, finally getting that Knickerbocker back together. We start off by putting the locking lug in. You got to get it part way in, and then the actuating lever has to go in. It slots into that little slot over there. So you get that in there, and then push it in. You got to get that hole to line up. There's a pin that goes through that hole. Just want to get it all lined up, and then the tumbler goes in from the top. It works on that lever. So it slides in on that slot. Just want to get this on, otherwise I don't have enough play in the system to get that on. So you get the top lever on and then push back up on that tumbler so the square can engage. And we can line up the hole again and get that pin in. Put the top screw in just lightly. Not going to torque it up just to stop everything from falling apart on me. And that's it. That's how it works. So push the lever over, that gets out of the way where it locks into the barrel. Pulls that lug out over there, that lug pulls out on that activating lever. And these are the cocking bars. They cock the hammer. So you got to put them in so that angle surface faces forward, and then you have that little cutout where there's a little set screw that goes through that hole and keeps it from coming out. Get that in there, and you got the little set screw that goes in. That's it, and the side plate stops it from coming out. Same on the other side. Firing pins up next. Work on the same principle. There's a spring, it's a wire spring that goes into that hole over there and sits on that ledge over there, and that is the spring that activates this top lever. Next we got the safety spring that puts pressure on the safety detent. That's just a leaf spring or blade spring. And then we got that moves through there. And there's a pin that goes in there. Got that pin in. All I did, I used a little clamp to hold the spring down while I put that pin in with a roll pin punch. And I used a little block with a hole at the bottom to support it while I knocked it in. Okay, so that's how it works. Safety is in under the safety switch up there, so it's on safe now. So to fire, you need to push this forward onto fire, and then the triggers are free to bounce up. When it's on safe, the triggers are blocked by that pin over there, and they can't be pulled. So forward, fire, then when you open the action, the locking block over there moves back, pushes that rod, and puts that onto safe. Like that. Now we need to get the action into the stock. Getting the side plates back on. The side plate's got a little lip, and that lip goes in first over there, and then it squeezes into the side. And it's real tight because I glass bedded this in. It's got a single screw that goes through the one plate into the other one on the other side. Make sure you got these all pushed forward. And then each side plate has got its own little screw over there. Okay, with the side plates back on, we can now get the trigger guard on. And it's on a bayonet. That, and then that screw goes in there. Starting to look like a shotgun. Getting the forend back together. So I did change the angle on that hook slightly, just so that it fits in or clips in tighter on the barrel. So that's got to go in there, and then I got a pin. There's a pin that goes through that little hole. You got a spring secured with that screw, and it sits on that little stub there, and that's what spring loads this the release catch for the forend. So get it pushed into the wood. The barrel on the gun.
Okay, test firing the Knickerbocker. The important thing is load one barrel only, leave the other one empty, and fire that barrel, and then see if the second barrel is remained cocked, and there you can hear it click. And when we load the other barrel and fire the right barrel, we'll see if the left barrel remains cocked, and you can hear it click. And that's it. So far so good.
There you go, guys, all done. So we cooked off, I just cooked off the receiver. It's supposed to be color case hardened, and you can see some of it peeking out. So I just cooked that off to neutralize any rust. Then I cooked off the barrels and I slow rust blued them, but I was mindful of the owner wanted to kind of leave the wear marks over there, which I did. So, kind of worked around those. I repaired this catch, just changed the angle on that. I stripped the old finish off the wood and refinished it. On the stock, start at the back, I put the correct recoil pad on, fixed up those screws, just flame blued them, and it had that big gouge on the one side. It was over there, you can see a little bit of it left there. I worked that down, didn't lose the profile of the stock. The stock was broken through here, it was broken through there, it was cracked through there, it was cracked through there, and if you remember, and it was cracked through there. So what's happened to the stock is it's got a dowel in over there across that crack, it's got a dowel in over there across the crack, it's got a dowel in across there, and then it's got a U support all around there, same on that side. And there where the crack was, or where the joint is, you can see I filled it in with acroglass, and it comes through there and around and through there, and it looks certainly appears to be solid, and it's as strong as it can be, and we'll see how it holds up over time. Hope you guys found that interesting and that it helps somebody out there. Stay safe. We talk again. Cheers.